everybody, so I'm back. I'm trying the voiceover feature on here this time, so we're gonna see how that works. So I was like trying to show you things as I was going, and this is the finished look. So all Southern girls know that when you go for a job interview, you wear your pearls for good luck. So we're wearing our dress and our pearls, pearl earrings, we've got our face done, and all we need now is our, Southern attitude and knowledge of what we're going to do, and I bet that job will be yours. So if you like the way this looks and you want to see how to do your makeup for a job interview, stay tuned. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks, guys. Hey, everybody. Welcome to getting ready to go to a job interview tutorial. My face is all washed and clean. And I'm going to start with Milani Prime Perfection for my primer today. I love the way this smells. It smells so good. And I love the way it feels on my face. It's really tacky once it dries. So right here I'm just rubbing it in, making sure I get to cover my whole face. And then, just kind of tapping it out a little bit as we go to make sure it's pressed into the pores, and it smells so good. You can see me reacting there to that. It smells so good. All right, so yeah, you can tell I love it. All right, next we're gonna be using our foundation from Josie Maran. It's the Vibrancy Argan Oil Foundation. The color I use is Cosmic G15. Just gonna squirt a little bit on the top of my hand. Looks like a lot, but I really love the dewiness of this foundation, so I just love to get the full coverage of this. So I'm just putting this all over my face, starting at the cheeks. That's usually where I start because that's the place I need the most coverage. And then I just kind of dot that all over my face. Yeah, looks good. Looks real good. I love this foundation. It looks a little bit light here, but as it kind of oxidizes, it starts to match my skin, so no worries. The great thing I love about this Josie Maran foundation is when you go to Sephora, you can go and try out the different colors and they will match you in the store. So that's a great feature of when you go to Sephora. You don't have to buy like 3 different shades from the like the Walmart or CVS, Walgreens, wherever you go to get your foundation, and then come home and try 3 different colors and have to take one back. So that's what I like about going to Sephora to pick up my foundation. So as you can see, I'm just using my beauty sponge. I love a beauty sponge to apply foundation. I think it does it flawlessly, and especially that pointy end, it really gets good around those creases around your nose and around your eyes. And I do carry my foundation onto my eyelids as sort of, that first layer of primer. If you use another eyelid primer, that's fine too, but I just choose to use that. Next, we're going with the Tarte Shape Tape. This concealer, oh my gosh, love it. So good. And it is the color Fair Neutral. It's actually a little bit light for my skin, but once I get kind of all the powders and other things on my face, I think it kind of balances out. So I'm just making kind of an upside down triangle underneath my eyes, a little down the nose, a little dip on the forehead. Just brightening that center of the face. Oh yeah, can't forget those smile lines, and right on my chin. Don't I look cute? Moving on. All right, we're picking up the smaller beauty sponge right now, and I used kind of that flat edge to get underneath my eye, and I just blend that in very well, and a little bit on my eye, especially on the eyelid, because I'm going to prime my eyelid with that concealer. And then we just pounce that all over the forehead. So cute, right? This is the cutest part, all this highlighter on here. But it looks really good, and it makes the center of your face really stand out, because we're going to darken the outside with bronzer, and we're going to lighten the center with concealer. Okay, so next we're going to use our RCMA powder to set all of the concealer that we put under our eyes, nose, forehead, and under our chin. Now I'm just put it in the top of a CoverGirl lid that an old powder that I no longer use, so I use that lid because I really don't care for the way the RC May powder comes. That little bitty lid that it comes with, I really can't get my beauty sponge into that lid, so I like the larger lid to be able to do that. And I do set my eyelids just because I feel like when you set the eyelids with the translucent powder, it really does help with the application of your shadows on your eye, because you want a dry, or not really dry, but a set eye to be able to put that all those eyeshadows on. If you put those powder shadows on top of liquid on your eye or creams, then it doesn't tend to blend as well as when you have powder up there. So we're just going to fast forward through this part because I do this for like what seems forever. Okay, so now we're going to be using our all over powder. And for our powder, we're going to use CoverGirl Translucent Powder. And that is our 115 Translucent Medium. And the brush we used was Morphe E3. And I'm just kind of dusting that everywhere, all over my face. Some people only put that kind of where they didn't already put the RCMA Translucent Powder to set the concealer, but I just kind of do it all over. It's just, you know, that last little measure so that I make sure I don't have any tackiness anywhere on my face. So yeah, all over, underneath the eyes, especially on top of my eyes, because I really am kind of phobic about any kind of creaminess being on my lids. Mwah, love it. Okay, now we're gonna bust out our Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in the color medium brown. I love this pencil. It makes making your brows just the easiest thing ever. So I start by brushing them up. And here I'm looking at my eyebrows going, Mama needs to get her eyebrows done. And yeah, that's gonna go on the agenda for this weekend. Gotta get those things plucked and waxed. But just making the line underneath, and then I kind of brush my brows down so that I can see the kind of natural line at the top. And I just brush that Brow Wiz right over the top. And I use medium brown because my natural hair color is brown, obviously. This blonde that you see before you is clearly not natural. It's from a box. Yep, so we're gonna go through this side quickly because, you know, brows are not the most exciting thing. They're important, but not the most exciting thing. So we're gonna slink on through that. So yeah, brows done. So here you see me making the face like, yeah, it might be nice if I zoomed you guys in so you could actually see what I'm doing. And I'm trying to figure out why I look crooked. So yeah, still trying to get used to this whole camera thing. But we are going into our transition color here with the 350 palette from Morphe. The brush I'm using is the M441 for my transition area. And in the 350 palette on the second row, you can see I'm pointing out that I'm getting as close to my brow bone as possible because I have almond shaped eyes. I can take that color in the transition a little bit closer to my brow bone because I have a little bit more space to play with. You see that I've got this huge glop of fallout there on the corner of my eye, but you see I'm not even the teeny bit concerned about it because, you know, I'm gonna wipe that off. And then I realized probably gonna need some of that RC May powder under my eyes, and we're gonna speed through that process because it's just putting transition color in there. All right, next we're gonna pull out our ColourPop color. It's called Jinxie from the Zingara collection. I love this color, and I love the ColourPop brush. They were giving away these brushes when you ordered a whole bunch of colors, so I was super happy to get that as a little surprise. But I just load that brush up with the Jinxie color for my lid color, and I love it because it's kind of like a little shimmery vanilla. But this is a real neutral look. We're not going to do anything over the top because, you know, we're going to a job interview trying to impress with our skills. So we're going to fast forward to the other eye because it's pretty much the same as the other one. Okay, now I take this blender brush from Morphe, and it's the brush, the M531, and I just kind of got that little fallout out of the way and then blended everything together nicely one more time, just to make sure no harsh lines, no harsh lines. Oh yeah, looks good, girl. All right, so next we're gonna pick up the M441 brush again. Oh, but I thought of something, it looks like. We're going to go into our Morphe 350 palette one more time and get that little bit of that darker color and go into that transition one more time. Apparently I didn't feel like that was enough of a pop, so we're going to slink on in there and do that. Then I did it on the other side because we're just trying to darken up that transition area down into that crease. I just want a slight definition. It's the biggest mirror I have ever held in my life. But when you got old eyes, you need big mirrors. And that's what we're going to go with. All right, next we're going to use our Morphe, my E18 pencil brush. And I'm going to pick up that color right there, top row, fourth one over. And we're going to use that to smoke out under our eyes. Just dip, dip, dip in the color. If you've ever watched me on Facebook Live, I talk about that all the time. We just dip, dip, dip. Synthetic brush, we're going just gently under the eyes, just gently smoking it out, not too crazy. I'm going to fast forward through the right eye because it's the same as the left. And then I can't find my brush that I use. It makes me so irritated when I do. Oh, here it is. Okay. This is a foundation brush, but I like to use it to dust off all that powder, and I got it in an e.l.f. Christmas kit, so there's no number, or I would put it in here for you guys. All right, back to our E18 pencil brush. Now we're gonna smoke out the under eye with that dark color again, because I started smoking out while that transition powder was under there, and I realized, duh, you gotta take that off. So now we're going in with an e.l.f. brush that again has no name because it was in the e.l.f. palette that I got, and this is our Kylie highlighter in the color French Vanilla. I love the Kylie French Vanilla highlighter. I'm going to use that as a little bit of a highlight in near the tear duct there, just to brighten that up a little bit. Just a little. And then I'm going to do just a tad on the brow bone, just to highlight that. And if you did it on the left, you can do it on the right. Oh, torture with the eyelash curler. And now we're going to use our L'Oreal Voluminous Mascara in the color Black is Black. Girl, it's the best. All right, we're going to throw that up there. And it looks so fabulous. We're not going to do falsies. We're just going to go right into bronzer. And this is the Hard Candy Glow All the Way in the color 130 Tropics. We're going to use our e.l.f. Kabuki brush. Slinky, slinky, tap, tap. And right on that cheekbone, we're going to bronze that up just a little, make the kissy fish face. And then we're going to go on the other side. We're bronzing our whole face underneath the chin to make my double chin look less like a double chin. We're going to use Benefit Rockateur for our blush. I'm telling you, it will change your life. Oh yeah. Work it out, girl. Work it out. Shaky, shaky. All right, now we're going to take our Morphe E4 brush. Dip, dip, dip. And shaky, shaky to make sure it falls off. And then gently slap that on the cheeks. Oh yeah, a little wispy. Oh, a little wispy. Oh yeah. All right, other side. Now, what lip color should I use? Ah yes, I will need to do something else first. Kylie again, girl. Bring out that highlighter in the French Vanilla. Because you know I love it. My favorite part. And we have our Morphe M531 highlighter brush. We're going to slinky that through there. Tap, tap. And then, ooh, yeah, them people up in space are seeing that one. I see you. Get a bit closer, girl. Let's get close. And, woo, girl. Yeah. All right, other side on the nose. Cupid's bow and a blow kiss. Now we have to use our MAC Fix Plus to set all these powders and blushes down. Throw on our lip liner. And of course a little bit of lips. And that is our finished look, people. Mwah.